Hi guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. So today we're going to be doing Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and I have my eraser and my Col-Erase pencil, and I've got a Pentel touch brush pen as well to finish it off with the marking at the end. So to start off, I'm going to do this thing that I've been doing. I've got the page landscape. I'm going to just quickly mark out roughly where half of the page is. You might not even be able to see it on the camera, I'm just pressing so light. But if you want to fold the page in half, you can do. And then I'm going to start off with a head. I always start off with a head. I'm going to start off kind of closer to the middle because her hair is so large. I want to leave enough space for her hair. Just a little bit above the center of the page. There we go. And then I'm going to roughly map out her body as well. So I'm going to do a circle here for her chest. Just quite smaller than the first circle. Just below it. And slightly further towards the center. Make sure that, well, these are kind of in line, so that gives you an idea. And then I'm going to do her rump just here. More or less the same size. I'm doing this touch in the circle because her tail is takes quite a bit of space here in this section, so I'm moving it slightly more towards the middle. And then roughly going to map out where the floor is going to be. And then we're going to do little circles, 4 little circles to map out where her feet are going to be. So if we're going to do one here, one here, zoom in slightly, one here, just slightly more to the right of this circle, and then another one because her back 2 feet are quite close together. So we'll just draw these lines to show you where they are. There we go. So this is going to be roughly her body. Always start off with circles. Right, so we're going to take some time to just focus on her head first of all. I always like to do the head first. So we're going to draw this cross thing you may have seen me do before, which is supposed to help you map out where the eyes are going to be. And her cheeks usually. So we're going to do this cross at an angle, using the circle to curve around with it as well, to give it a bit of a 3-dimensional shape. And then we're going to draw in her first eye. Again, with My Little Pony eyes, just like these huge round oval eyes. Some of them are more almond shapes, but this one, like Rainbow Dash last time, nice and squashed and round. I'm just rubbing out here a little bit where it's got too thick. There we go. And then I want to use her edge of her face as a guideline as well. Just do a little bit of a circle here, making sure that these circles line up with each other. There we go, so there are her eyes. So inside we're going to do the iris, another circle. You don't want it directly in the middle, you want it touching this edge that we've just made. This one you do want directly in the middle. Her pupil doesn't need to be touching any edges. And then a huge circle here for her highlight. and then a small one here for a little highlight. I'm just going to colour in this pupil. So it looks a little bit more finished. Sometimes I just can't wait till the end. I'm just going to shade this a little bit, just a tiny bit as well. And then the same for this eye. Obviously we're working you're only seeing part of the eye here, so you've not really got much space to work with. I'm just going to do a little bit of a line here. And that's going to be the tiny bit of white that's showing. I'm going to start with a highlight here. A nice big highlight. And then do the pupil just touching the edge. And then another little highlight there. And I'm just going to colour it in. Just like that. So, there are her eyes. We want to add in her muzzle, nose. So you're just gonna draw a little circle here. And we're going to use the edge of her eye that we've just drawn as kind of a guide to where her nose is going to be, or her muzzle is going to be. So if we follow this line right down, come up to a little bit of a point, and then come round, and then up to a little point here to make her mouth. Down, and then you want to connect this edge with the first circle of her head, and then an upturned U. Just a U, like a squashed U. Then we've roughly got her face. Right, so I'm gonna do a little line here. A little squashed circle here for her ears. And she's got 3 eyelashes as well. So around the top of eye, we just want to do 3 nice curved eyelashes. Just ever so slightly curving. And then 3 at the bottom as well. And then 3 at the top for this side. There we go. So for her ear, just want to use this squashed circle as a guide. Come up to a bit of a point, but not too harsh of a point. Background and down, and then like a line here for the inside of her ear. And there we go. There we've got more or less her face. I'm just going to quickly map out her hair roughly. She's got a crazy hairstyle. A lot of interesting shapes, which isn't as easy to kind of draw out simply. So I'm only pressing on very, very lightly, and I'm just gonna kind of draw like half a circle here. That might even be a little bit too big. Gonna just put a squashed oblong there just to give me an idea. So if I come down, I'm going to work on a chest and a feet. So if you want to come probably just past halfway of the bottom of this circle, you want to come down fill in her chest. Use a circle that you drew earlier as a bit of a guideline. Don't worry if it doesn't touch exactly. That's what guideline's for. Just kind of gauge it. And then using these, earlier I drew in roughly where the legs are going to be. If we're going to use this as a skeleton, just want to put her meat either side of this line. Come down for the hooves, nice round curve. Up again. Nice thick legs, but slightly getting thinner as you get yourself to the top. And you're going to do the same with this leg. Nice round curve for the hoof. And then back up here to meet the chest. Then I want to follow this line round just to show her belly, and then go up to a point. I actually feel I've done her rump a little bit too far away than it needs to be, so I'm just going to rub out this circle and bring it a little bit closer, and the back legs as well actually. Should really be almost touching this first circle. I'm sorry if I'm making you redraw your guidelines, but this is why we do guidelines. This is why I do guidelines. It's easy to get things mistaken. So, if we come here where we've stopped, finished our line, using this circle as a bit of a guide, just want to start our line from here, nice curved round, come down, back on itself to meet the bottom of the circle. Do this nice round hoof shape again. Hoop shape. Up. Slightly getting smaller as we get to the top. And if you're not confident in your line, just don't press hard. There's no need, don't press hard. Don't feel like you have to press hard. Just do it lightly until it looks right, and then you can go back and press hard and make it more of a definitive line afterwards. And this is why I like to do stuff in pencil as well straight away. And then instead of just using ink, it's a little bit more unforgiving, but a pencil, you can learn as you go with a pencil. And then follow with her second back leg. Follow this line round. There are 2 back legs. So a cutie mark is pretty simple. It's 3 little balloons. So I'm just going to do 3 squash circles, and then kind of like little triangles underneath. And then some squiggly lines. For the strings, very small. Kind of looking like tadpoles at the moment. Right, so I'm going to draw a bit of a whoosh for where her, technical term there, for where her tail might be. So just roughly mapping it out again. It can just give me a bit of a guide for when I'm building it up later. So now if we go in and focus on her mane, I think it's best if I kind of just draw what I'm doing. It's going to be hard to explain, so I'm just going to draw it. But I will say I'm going to come down and come to a point using this line that we did earlier for her face, this cross. I'm going to come to the point for where that is because it's kind of her middle of her face. I'm going to go up and round. And again, if you're not very confident with how it's going to look, just press lightly, it's fine. Down and round. Kind of like the bottom of an S. Up and round. And we're going to do like a crazy loop here, which is really weird, but I kind of love it. Hold on, I'm just going to take off this little jacket. Little loop here. You're going to do a little half of an M there. Up and round. Up and round again. Up and round again. This is coming all the way down to her back of her hair. Round and in again. We're going to kind of copy this shape here, do the opposite way around. In, up and loop again. And then end just there. And there we have a mane. She's got two little lines here, just going like that, which is pretty simple to draw. And then kind of got the similar shape happening here. It's like upside down or on its back. And now we've got this little space here, we can just kind of finish off where her rump ends and go straight into her hair. And then we can just add this little line here to show where her face ends. And then we're just going to do a tail as well. So her tail is just as crazy as a mane, but I've roughly marked out this shape here to help me figure out how to go. So if we go up and round, and then down and in, and round, out and round, and then do a loop. This crazy shape of like the bottom of an S again, up and in. Round into a loop. Probably gone too high for that. Round into a loop. Up. Then into her rump. She's got like one crazy little line with 3 bumps in it. Coming out there. And there you have Pinkie Pie. So I'm just going to finish up now. I'm going to add a little bit of colour, well, a little bit of shading in it, and marker with my Pentel touch pen, just to finish it off. Hi guys, so there you have it. This is the finished article. I really hope this tutorial helped you out. If you want to watch more, there's some here right now. And I'll enjoy waiting, though that's not even a proper sentence. I look forward to our next video. I hope you do too. So I'll see you then. Bye.